Thanks for joining us, America. We're glad you are here. Dan is in York, Pennsylvania. Hi, Dan. How are you?
Good. How about yourself, Dave?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Hey, I'm calling to get your opinion or your thoughts on network marketing or multi-level marketing, namely the company Amway.
Okay. All right. They're the oldest, and I guess they're probably still the largest. They've been around forever.
The last I heard, they were like number 37 or number 38 in entrepreneurial companies.
Total companies or MLMs?
I heard entrepreneurial companies, so it might be a multi-level company.
I don't know how you measure what an entrepreneurial company is. Mine might be an entrepreneurial company, and we're not an MLM. So I'm not sure about that. I know Amway's probably the oldest. They used to be the largest. I'm not sure if they've dwindled down or not. But anyway, they're kind of set the standard back in the day, okay? Like when I was a kid. So how old are you?
I am actually going to be 24 next week.
Okay. And what do you want to do with your life? When you're 50, what do you want to be doing?
I want to be retired.
Okay. You want to be doing nothing?
Well, not doing nothing, but
Okay.
I'd like to pursue some kind of teaching career and music. I'm a drummer. I've been playing my drums the whole life, and that's really what I'd like to do with as a living.
Okay. So you would love to be a professional drummer and make $1 bazillion doing that if you could just write your own script right now?
Sure.
Okay. That's what I'm asking. Multi-level is selling. And the people that make good money in multi-level, like $100,000 a year or more, are sales managers and recruiters. What you do for a living, if you're making six figures in a multi-level or a network marketing program, is you are recruiting people, training them, and replacing them because the fallout is huge.
Right.
Because by and large, they hire people who are not people that want to be salespeople, and most of them don't make it. So your turnover is very, very high, and you are constantly recruiting, hiring, training, recruiting, hiring, training. If that's what you want to do for a living for the next 10 years, multi-level network marketing could very well lead you into a six-figure income, and you would be in control of your destiny. That's the good news. The bad news is it doesn't sound like that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I was really hoping to do it as kind of as a part-time job as I'm working full-time and my wife's working full-time. To kind of propel ourselves through the baby steps.
Okay. Here's the thing. The way they pitch the stuff in network marketing is you see becoming wealthy and retired, because you actually mentioned that earlier.
Right.
When I asked where you want to be, I want to be retired. You saw yourself as wealthy doing multi-level. You don't accidentally part-time turn a multi-level thing into $1 million.
Right.
It doesn't just like you show up and you go get 3 of your friends in this thing and it turns into $1 million. It's 7 to 10 years of very hard work as a master recruiter, trainer, and manager of salespeople. Those are the people that make seven figures. I've got several friends that make $1 million a year. And I've got like 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000 people that I've met that were in it for 3 months and are not anymore. Okay? But I actually know more than 5 people in network marketing that have made $1 million a year at one time or another. But they didn't do that part-time, and they didn't do that part-time for 3 years and then full-time for 2 years. They became professional motivators, professional sales trainers, professional managers and hirers of salespeople, and they have rhino thick skin because people come and go every 20 minutes.
Right.
And they don't get their feelings hurt when everybody's mad and turning over. They just go get another one. And that's that business. There's nothing evil or wrong with the business, but if you think you're going to hire 3 people and they're all 3 going to be with you 10 years from now, you are kidding yourself. In any business, for that matter, but multi-level for sure. Okay? You know, I got 700 folks working here. I've got 30 of them that have been with me more than 15 years out of 700. And I got probably 400 that used to work here sometime during the last 25 years that don't work here anymore. You know, so and that's a traditional business model. That's not a high turnover business model. That's where I'm actually paying people a salary. They don't have to sell anything. They just show up and get money, you know?
Right.
And so it's a different thing. So you got to decide what you want to do. And if this is in line with your career goals and with your personality style and what you want to do for a living, and you don't mind high rejection, and you don't mind motivation, and you don't mind turnover, and you don't mind that stuff, you can do very well at this. And again, I've got some friends that are just over the hill over here. I got a friend that is a whatever they call them, a double black diamond or whatever it is in Amway. Mm-hmm. And he's made $1 million a year in Amway for years, and does very, very well. But, you know, for every one of those, there's 10,000 that stayed 2 months and left and made all their friends mad.
Right.
And so because they call on all their friends and try to sell them something they didn't want or something like that. I don't know. So have some class if you're going to do it. And if you're going to do it, lean into it and say, this is going to be my career. As a part-time job, look at it and just go, okay, what's the typical person make in 3 months? And get some real numbers. Not what you can make if you're a superstar, but what does a typical person make in 3 months? You probably can make more driving Lyft.
Right.
Probably. But, yeah. I mean, check it out for yourself. If you're good, you may have a good little salesman down inside that drummer. I don't know. You know, and you know, I'm not going to talk you out of it. I'm just saying, don't just say, oh, I'm going to go make some money because these people all make money that I'm talking to, because that's not the way it works. There's a particular skill set that you will develop or have to become wealthy in that world. And there's nothing wrong with it at all. But teachers got in this, and an old teacher got in this. And look what this old teacher made. Well, that old teacher, they're not being a teacher anymore. They became a sales manager. And, you know, this guy used to be he used to be a construction worker, and look what he's doing now. Well, he's not a construction worker anymore. Now he's a sales manager. That's what he does for a living. And, you know, so when they put up the examples of, quote, regular people, unquote, who become wealthy, they did not use regular people's skill sets to become wealthy. They use the skill set necessary to grow that particular business. And a construction worker can become an IT professional if they want to be. A teacher can leave and become a doctor if they want to be. You can change careers and become successful in another career. And that's what's happened there. It wasn't that, this teacher used to make, $42,000 a year, and now look, they make $420,000 a year. Yeah, well, they're not a teacher anymore. They're a sales manager. That's what they do. And high turnover situation. So that's what you're facing. And Amway family's good people. They're good folks around there. They lead a lot of people to the Lord. They're strong Christians, most of them. So I'm not mad at them, but you just need to know what you're getting in on and what it's going to take for you to succeed and whether it fits your goals long term. Is this your career goal or not? This is the Dave Ramsey Show.